Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the mid-November love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Let me turn my globe around. Alright, this is actually my little globe. I always like to have the US facing me because that's where I'm at. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get right into your middle November reading. So, Aquarius, you are the last of the air signs, and you are the last of the readings to get your mid-November outlook. This is going to be in your love life, obviously, and this could be in any area. This could be for any Aquarius. You may be single, you may be enjoying your single life, or you may be in a relationship, going into one, coming out of one. Whatever the case may be, this is going to be around your love life. Now, we know that this reading can't possibly be for all Aquarius, so please just take what resonates with you and enjoy throwing the rest away. All right, guys, so let's get right into it. Straight out the gate. Ooh, nice. 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. Oh, nice. All right, I love it when it starts off good. We have Aries energy, Emperor at the top in your conscious position. Oh, in your unconscious position, you have 6 of Cups. Very nice, Aquarius. High Priestess comes in, and you end the period with an Ace of Cups. Well, 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 what can I say? 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. My lovely Aquarius, this is a nice reading. I feel nice. I'm going to say right away, I feel contentment, happiness, coming together, money coming in, finally, money coming in, enough money coming in to sustain the family. All right, so let's get right into it. At the center, you have a 4 of Wands, the great 1111 tarot card. And for those of you who are interested in understanding what 1111 really means and how it's tied into the soulmate journey, you can go ahead to my 1111 video, which will be linked at the top of the description. But that's where it comes from. The 2 wands mirroring each other, which look like 2 11s. In fact, it has nothing to do with the number and everything to do with the image on the card. Now, 4 of Wands is all about stability in a relationship. Stability with your ambitions, the things that you're happy, that are close to your heart, because wands are actually fire, and they really talk to us about our ambitious goals in life. It's not a cups card, but yet in that same vein, it does indicate a celebration and a stabilization of the relationships that are most important to us, the relationships that speak to our heart. And of course, those will oftentimes be our soulmate connections. Now, that's covered by a 10 of Pentacles, which means that money is now coming in and abundance is coming in, but it's coming in on all levels, right? Abundance is coming in, I'm going to say wealth. You are feeling wealthy in all areas. 10 of Pentacles doesn't only just talk about money and career, but it talks about a sense of wealth in terms of the home life, the family life, right? You see, we have the couple, we have the grandfather, we have the child and the dog. This is a healthy, wealthy home environment where everything that you need is at hand. Love, money, and devotion, right? And so this is very, very nice. Certainly can talk about a marriage happening. Oftentimes this can indeed be a marriage, or blessings coming into the family. Sometimes 10 of Pentacles can indicate blessings coming in the form of wealth, but it can also be blessings for the family, right? Emotional blessings. Children may come back home that have been away. Relatives may come back into the fold that have been away. The money and the abundance and status, right, is harmonious, right? Everyone in the family is supporting each other and is benefiting from the unit. Very, very nice indeed. And in your foreground, or your conscious position, you have Emperor, and in your unconscious position, you have the 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups is also another card that we associate with the soulmate journey. But Six of Cups is much more to do with harmony. But first, let's go ahead and into the Emperor. In your conscious position, you have the Emperor. And so in this sense, you are really taking authority. Again, we have another 4, more stabilization. For some of you, this could be, because the Emperor is also, he is the leader among men. He's the leader of men on earth. But he's also the Emperor that really forges a new way. He's the Emperor that represents power. He represents stability, right? The people that he leads, he brings stability to them. And so in a lot of ways, this is a real authoritarian position, a position of respect and leadership that you are really thinking about right now. Can also be that in your love life, you are taking a lot more control of it, right? You're taking control of stabilizing it. It could very well be that you're the one who's building the home, or you're the one who's creating the home life so that it can be conducive to this 10 of Pentacles, right? Energy that's coming in. Now, take care. The only thing with the Emperor is that sometimes he can be a little bit too rigid, a little bit too obstinate. But for the most part, this is really talking about taking a real sort of intentional step towards controlling the narrative, right? For some of you Aquarius out there, you may be indeed trying to lock down a marriage proposal with someone. Or you may be trying to stabilize the home life in such a way so that your relationship can resonate higher. In any case, Aquarius, I want to say that in your conscious mind, you're thinking very much of a lot of responsibilities that you have to the family. And you're feeling very, you're feeling very confident and very much like, I'm the man. You know, and this is not a gender-specific reading. You know, those of you who are regulars on my channel, you know that I don't do gender-specific readings. I just talk about energies, right? These readings can be for straight, gay, lesbian, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever your situation is, whatever your sexual identity or affiliation is, it really doesn't matter. This is very much about energies, and you can very much be a female Aquarius, and you're the man. You're taking control. You're the woman in that case. And you're taking control in a lot of ways. You're taking authority. You're saying, all right, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Right? And you're doing it in a very, very loving way in this case, because the energies here are so conducive to a happy and contented love life. All right, I'm going to say that a lot of people this November period, I've been saying this in my readings, if you're in a toxic relationship, these relationships are falling apart. They are dissolving and going into the past. But if you are in a good relationship, a healthy relationship, those relationships are resonating even higher and getting deeper. And this is indeed an example of that. Now, in the back of your mind, you have that Six of Cups. And Six of Cups, again, is the number 4. 6 is the number for harmony. And Six of Cups talks about harmonious relationships. Again, it is associated with a soulmate journey to a certain degree, because you can see that the characters there have been together since childhood. And a lot of times this speaks to the idea that souls have known each other since they were very young and sort of gone through a lot of lives together. That's kind of the soulmate connection. But however, here we're talking really about affection, contentment, right? Physicality, right? Giving, just giving of yourself to each other, and it being extremely harmonious, right? Just building rapport, creating memories. All of that is really associated with Six of Cups, a really, really nice feeling of devotion. And certainly in the back of your mind, I'm going to say for some of you, and I know that this is not the usual interpretation of Six of Cups, because we do have children there, or it looks like youngsters, but Six of Cups talks about pleasure in our relationships, right? Enjoying them. Really enjoying them. Not just, there is a difference. You can love somebody and be with somebody and you love them, but what I'm talking about is this kind of like joy that you have in being with them physically, emotionally, psychically. Very, very nice feeling. For some of you, Could very well be that you may have been apart from each other for a little while and you're thinking about the day when you come together. Could very well be that some of you Aquarius, you may have a lover that right now is away from you. And while they're away, you're kind of taking control of the home life, right? But you miss them, right? And you can't wait for them to come back so you can begin to have that affectionate, loving, physical connection again. You come into this period with a high priestess, and you round out the period with an Ace of Cups. And this is very, very nice because the High Priestess talks about a high level of intuition, but she also talks about a high level of confidence. The High Priestess is one of the highest cards for self-confidence. And I think for some of you right now, you're feeling extremely confident about your relationship, about the state of your relationships. And you round out this period with an Ace of Cups. Now, Ace of Cups does indicate a new fountain of love that's coming into your life. This could very well be that you are adopting children or bringing children into the relationship. Somewhere, this relationship is adding another branch, and this other branch is another cup of love. Some of you may indeed, I'm going to be saying this, some of you, with this 10 of Pentacles and this sort of Emperor sort of leadership position, the Ace of Cups could indeed be, again, like I said, perhaps relatives that you didn't know you had suddenly coming in, and now a whole new side of the family has opened up. It could be you extending your family to friends. This is a feeling really of extending the legacy or the family unit further, extending it further and bringing in yet another source of overflowing love into this union. And so for some of you, I could say that certainly children are possibly on the offing, right? Nine of Pentacles talks about a period of high devotion to your career and your abundance and finances. And I'm going to say for a lot of you, Nine of Pentacles indicates that, for a while, your career has really been the focus point, right? Bringing in abundance, working on your career, mastering your skills. All of this has really been very much your focus. And it's been a solitary focus. However, I'm going to say for some of you, this could also indicate a period of really just taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, you know what I mean? Just really luxuriating in your own sort of abundance that you've created for yourself. Nine of Pentacles can also indicate a feeling of alienation because with all the 9 cards of the suit, there is an inherent essence of the hermit in them. And so, like I say, for some of you, you could very well be away from your lover right now and really preparing for their return. They may be in the military, okay? They may be overseas. They may be working on a project that requires them to be away from the home. And again, I want to say that this 9 of Pentacles could very much, in a lot of ways, I think it really much speaks to sort of where your lover is at instead of where you're at. You, of course, could be the one that's away from the home, forging your career path, right? And working on your career. But you do have a home, you do have a lover, and you're wishing very much to come back to them. You may be on tour, right? If you're an artist, or you may simply be having the type of job where you work away a portion of the year. Whatever the case may be, this is not a case of there being any division or anything like that. It's just a case of you getting on with your life. You're getting on with your career moves and everything, but with the ultimate aim of coming home and locking down this beautiful connection. Some of you may indeed be out on the road working to make that money so that you can ask your lover to marry you, so that you can have the finances and the funds to take the relationship to the next level. High Priestess is highly intuitive, and right now you're really feeling a lot of spiritual intuition coming in, a lot of messages coming in, and they're being reaffirmed by the events around you. And so this is that feedback loop that following your intuitive voice has on increasing your self-confidence. Okay, when you follow your inner voice, life gives you reaffirmation that you are correct, and this is how we begin to build self-confidence and self-esteem in our own abilities and our own judgments. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. This is really a nice reading. It gives me a very warm feeling inside, and certainly a feeling of coming back together, perhaps after a period of separation. But more than anything, it is the solidifying of a lovely love connection, because the career moves and the goals are starting to come in. Could very well be that you and your lover, or either you or your lover, have been working very hard in your career, and now that the rewards are coming in, all of the promises you made to them of perhaps marriage or moving in together or raising your status a little bit and your abundance level a little bit are beginning to come to fruition, and you feel very, very good that you're able, with this Emperor energy, to in fact bring in all of the promises that you made. There's your Six of Cups. And there's your Ace of Swords, Libra energy, and Four of Wands. There's your Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Prince of Cups, which is the same as the Knight of Cups in the traditional deck. And so the Knight of Cups talks about coming towards your lover, coming back in. And yes, indeed, I'm going to say for some of you, this is very much a case of an active sort of love coming in. Either your lover is returning, or your lover or you are making that sort of real kind of step forward to sort of hand somebody your cup and say, look, you know, I want to be, you're being very romantic and all of that, but you're being very intentional in the sense of saying, look, this is what I want, right? This is how I feel. You're expressing yourself. And it's that movement of the Knight of Cups, of coming together, of going after your lover. All right, Emperor is covered by Six of Cups, and Six of Cups here is the same as this Six of Cups. And here we talk about that pleasure principle that I was referring to earlier. Okay, with the traditional card, we talk about building memories and affection. With the Thoth deck, you can see that the symbolism really highlights a sense of pleasure in our relationships, right? You can see that this is Sun and Scorpio energy. And so the cards, a lot of the cards do have planetary aspects. And in the Thoth deck, it makes it very clear. And so there's a high level of sensuality, sexuality, wanting to be physical, wanting to enjoy yourself. And again, it could very well be that some of you have been away from your lover and you just can't wait for them to come home so you guys can jump in bed together. All right. Ace of Swords comes over to Six of Cups. And again, you have original thinking, a sense of vindication, a sense of victory comes in. I want to say, again, your lover or you may be coming back together after a period of separation or what have you, or this resonating up of the relationship feels very much like a victory that you've been waiting for a long time, and now it's finally coming in. Ace of Swords talks about original thinking, clear thinking, ideas coming in, new ideas coming in, a freshness in the mind. And it's almost as if, you know, perhaps for a little while, you may have indeed been bogged down mentally. You may have been a little bit confused about your relationship and where it's heading. Some of the emotions may have been a little bit here and there, or you may have had just some mental anguish associated with the confidence in your relationship. All of that is vanquished with this Ace of Swords. You get your confidence back with your relationship, and you get your clear-headedness back with your relationship. You're no longer confused. The emotions and the mental sort of impact that they have are unified, right? And you no longer have to, for some of you who may have had some anxieties or some worries about the security of your relationship, you really don't have to worry about that anymore, because all of the victory and all of the proof comes in to let you know that this is indeed a strong relationship. And you can see through sort of some of the haze that perhaps was there before, because so much activity perhaps was happening. Now, the High Priestess is covered by Libra, adjustment. In the Thoth deck, the Libra energy is the Libra card and numbering is switched with the Strength card. So in the Thoth deck, the Libra is actually number 8. Whereas in the traditional deck, the Libra or Justice card is number 11. Okay, and so this is justice. It's rebalancing coming back in. And again, I want to say for some of you, this is what this confidence is about, because balance is beginning to come back into your relationship where before there may not have been so much balance. It may not have been exactly equal in terms of the amount of time you're putting in or the amount of time they're putting in. And again, this balance has a lot to do as well with this kind of clarity that comes in, this confidence that begins to come in about your relationships. And it kind of, they feed off of each other in the sense that, of course, balance is coming in because clarity is coming in. And almost as if all of the troubles, if there were any troubles before, they seem to have been sort of behind this veil, and the veil is lifting and you're realizing that the troubles are gone. It was a momentary sort of glitch. Everything is as it should be, and the balance has certainly come back in. And I'm going to say for a lot of you, you can feel that because the High Priestess is very much there. And of course, we have Four of Wands reaffirmed with the Four of Wands from the Thoth deck. The Four of Wands, of course, talks about new beginnings in love. And this is indeed a new beginning in love. All right? And it's interesting, like I said, this is not a new love connection. This is a love connection that has already been there. And so I really do believe that this new sort of beginning in love has something to do with an added component that's coming into your family. Again, it could be children. It could be you extending your family out to a particular culture or society or group of people. This is something that is very, very close to your heart, very close to your belief system, your cultural system. And it feels very much like a completion, a stabilization again of you and your tribe, or you and your nation, you and your group, right? Stabilizing, finding love, finding harmony. Some of you may indeed be coming across a group of people that are culturally similar or religiously similar, and they're adding to your extended family. And so in this way, there's, again, a new avenue of love, a new fountain of love coming in. And again, for some of you, this could absolutely involve children. You may be getting pregnant. You may be adopting children. I'm going to say for some of you, this could absolutely be a case of adoption. Right? Not a birthing, but bringing in children through something like adoption, or perhaps through being a foster parent in some way. And in this way, this is a new sort of avenue or a new fountain of love that's coming into your life and that you are allowing into your relationship. Very nice indeed. Aquarius, I'm going to let you leave it at that because this is a beautiful reading. Those of you who have a love connection, a soulmate connection, it is deepening and you are extending your family. You are extending your love. And for some of you, you will definitely be having children or some individual coming into your life that is really going to be an addition to this unit. And it's going to forge a whole new avenue of connections and love and devotion in your life. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did. Go ahead and comment below. I do respond to all my comments. You can go ahead and check out the videos at the top of the description. They are all your videos, but for right now, Aquarius, don't forget to check back this weekend. And probably tomorrow I'm going to start the weeklies. But remember to check back for the weeklies. And then next week, we will begin another series. I may begin the new moon readings, or I may begin a healing series to talk to each of the signs about healing and protection from negative energies during this holiday time. All right, guys, for right now, have a wonderful, wonderful November, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, Aquarius.